Hey everyone, Vince here, and today I'm so excited to talk about one of my biggest inspirations, Jeff Bezos. I just really admire how much convenience Amazon has brought into our daily lives, from those super fast deliveries to the massive selection of products. Have you ever just stopped and wondered how one company completely changed the way we shop and even use technology? In this video, we're going to dive into Jeff Bezos' journey, his incredible achievements, and how he truly reshaped global commerce. Before we get started, if you're excited for this, please hit that like button to show your support. I'd love to hear from you, so drop a comment and tell me what your favorite Amazon feature or product is. And of course, share this with any friends who might be interested in his story. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on what's next. So, what do you think is Jeff Bezos' biggest innovation? Let me know in the comments.
You've probably seen the memes, the jokes, the late-night TV skits. Jeff Bezos, secretly a robot. It's a funny question, but it gets at something real. His intense focus, his data-driven decisions, his almost superhuman transformation from a geeky bookstore owner to a bald, muscular space titan. It makes you wonder, what's really going on behind that famous laugh? Today, we're going to look at the unbelievable evidence not to prove he's a machine, but to understand the man who acts like one. This isn't just about his wealth. It's about the relentless, almost algorithmic mindset that built an empire and changed the world. Let's rewind to the beginning. Jeffrey Preston Bezos, born in 1964, wasn't your average kid. While others were playing outside, he was in his parents' garage tinkering with electronics, building gadgets, and trying to understand how things worked. This wasn't just a hobby. It was an obsession. This early fascination with technology and problem-solving laid the groundwork for everything that came later. After graduating from Princeton with a degree in computer science and electrical engineering, he landed a cushy job on Wall Street. He was successful, making good money, but he saw something else on the horizon: the internet. In 1994, he saw a statistic that the web was growing at 2,300% a year. For Bezos, this wasn't just a number, it was a command. He packed up his life, left his high-paying job, and drove to Seattle to start an online bookstore out of his garage. That bookstore was named Amazon. His vision from day one was anything but small. While it started with books, Bezos always planned for Amazon to become the everything store. This long-term thinking is the first piece of so-called robotic evidence. Most people think in terms of weeks, months, or maybe a year. Bezos thinks in decades. He was willing to sacrifice short-term profits for long-term dominance, a strategy that baffled Wall Street for years. Amazon didn't turn a real profit for nearly a decade, but Bezos kept reinvesting, expanding, and building. He obsessed over the customer experience, pioneering fast delivery, easy returns, and personalized recommendations. He built a logistics network that operates with machine-like precision, a global system of warehouses, robots, and delivery drivers, all working in perfect sync. This customer obsession became Amazon's core programming. Then came the ventures that truly seemed to come from a science fiction movie. Long before anyone was talking about the cloud, Bezos launched Amazon Web Services, or AOWs. He realized that the massive computing infrastructure Amazon had built for itself could be rented out to other companies. It was a genius move that had nothing to do with selling physical products. Today, AWS is the backbone of a huge portion of the internet and one of Amazon's most profitable divisions. It's a prime example of his ability to see a future that others can't, almost like he's running a different operating system. He also pushed into artificial intelligence with Alexa, creating a voice assistant that now lives in millions of homes. And he revolutionized retail again with Amazon Go, stores with no cashiers, where you just walk out with your items. It's another step towards a future of seamless, automated efficiency. This brings us to the robot meme. It really took off, as Bezos himself underwent a dramatic physical transformation. He went from a nerdy-looking tech founder to a physically imposing figure. The change was so drastic, it became a running joke. But it also coincided with a public persona that seemed increasingly stoic and calculated. In interviews, his delivery is often measured, almost scripted, and he frequently deflects personal questions to talk about data, metrics, and long-term visions. This emotionless, ultra-logical approach is what fuels the caricature. People see a man who operates on pure logic, unswayed by sentiment. When Amazon faced heavy criticism over warehouse working conditions, with reports of intense pressure and demanding productivity targets, Bezos's responses were often corporate and data-focused, which to many sounded detached from the human cost. The controversies surrounding Amazon's market dominance and accusations of anti-competitive practices only added to this image. Critics argue that Amazon's relentless efficiency crushes small businesses, a logical outcome for a machine designed for growth, but a harsh reality for human competitors. Now, Let's talk about his ultimate ambition, space. Bezos founded Blue Origin in 2000, long before space travel was trendy for billionaires. His mission is not just to visit space, but to enable millions of people to live and work there. He envisions a future where humanity becomes a multiplanetary species, a goal so grand and long-term it almost seems inhuman. He pours billions of his own money into Blue Origin every year, funding the development of reusable rockets to make space travel cheaper and more accessible. Here, he competes directly with another larger-than-life figure, Elon Musk, but their styles are different. Musk is famously emotional and impulsive on social media. Bezos, in contrast, is methodical and patient, slowly and quietly building his spacefaring infrastructure. It's another example of his long-game strategy, playing chess while others play checkers. So, is Jeff Bezos a robot? Of course not, but the meme is a powerful metaphor. It reflects our collective awe and anxiety about a world being reshaped by technology and relentless efficiency. Bezos embodies the promises and perils of that world. His robotic traits, his long-term thinking, his data-driven obsession, and his seemingly emotionless execution are the very qualities that allowed him to build one of the most powerful companies in history. He's a man who saw the future as a series of problems to be solved, and he built a machine, Amazon, to solve them on an unimaginable scale. Even after stepping down as CEO of Amazon, his influence continues. He's now focused on Blue Origin and the Bezos Earth Fund, a $10 billion commitment to fighting climate change. He's applying that same systematic, long-term thinking to humanity's biggest challenges. Ultimately, the story of Jeff Bezos isn't about a man who is a machine. It's about a man who thinks like one. He optimized his life, his company, and his goals for maximum efficiency and impact. Whether you see him as a visionary genius or a ruthless monopolist, one thing is clear. His unique way of thinking has permanently altered our world. He showed us what's possible when you combine immense ambition with a relentless, almost algorithmic, pursuit of a goal. So the next time you see a meme of Robot Bezos, remember the story behind it. It's the story of a kid in a garage who grew up to reprogram the global economy. Thanks for watching. What do you think about Bezos and his legacy? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. See you next time.
Thanks, Roger, for that fantastic presentation. And hey, it looks like you've got some Amazon packages arriving today. Speaking of Amazon, let's talk about Jeff Bezos. How can he truly cement his legacy for generations to come? It's not just about rockets and retail anymore. Imagine this, Bezos doubling down on ethical leadership, making Amazon the gold standard for how workers are treated. Think better labor conditions and total transparency in how the company operates. He could also champion sustainable technologies on a massive scale and push for fairer business practices globally. By blending his incredible drive for innovation with a deep sense of social responsibility, Bezos has the chance to create a legacy that's not just about wealth or power, but about positive, lasting change. It's about building trust